Look, there's a reason why using the wrong tax software could cause more harm than good. If you're like most people, doing your taxes is about as much fun as a root canal. And let me tell you, they ain't fun. But what if there was a way to make it less painful? We're gonna review and break down the 5 best tax software for beginners and discuss how they can help make the process a lot more manageable. Now, whether you're just starting out or you've been filing your taxes for years, there's sure to be a tax software on this list that's perfect for your tax filing needs. Now, for full disclaimer, guys, I am not a tax professional, nor am I providing you legal or tax advice. I just wanna help give you an overview of the top online tax software for beginners. If you need tax advice, always consult your CPA or your tax professional. Now, this video is not sponsored, but I do have referral links below for all the recommended tax software with discounts. I also have timestamps down below if you want to jump ahead or jump back to any part of today's video. With that being said, let's get into it. The first tax software on our list is H&R Block. And H&R Block makes the list because it includes the most commonly needed features for tax filing, it offers competitive pricing, and it also has a user-friendly interface as well. Not to mention, it's also the only tax software on this list that offers actual walk-in help at more than 12,000 retail locations. H&R Block offers all the functionality of the most popular software on this list for a mid-tier price point. Not only does the software walk you through the entire tax preparation process with a series of helpful pop-up windows and explanations, but the software also finds the best tax credits and deductions for your individual situation. And of course, for an additional fee, customers can also have their tax return looked over and reviewed by a tax professional to make sure that it's been completed correctly. And as I mentioned before, guys, one of the differentiating factors for H&R Block is the fact that its customers can also have access to tax advice and guidance directly from their local H&R Block office for no additional charge. So it's definitely one of the advantages of H&R Block. Now, much like all the products on this list today, H&R Block is designed to help you get filing quickly by allowing you to import your previous year's tax forms and also allowing you to upload a photo of your W-2. They also offer a free tier, which is ideal for more simple tax returns. Now, in terms of pricing, H&R Block splits its services into multiple parts: the do-it-yourself file online and the online assist plans. The online assist plans are a little higher priced, but they give you access to unlimited on-demand tax help from a professional. But regardless of which version you use, all users get access to on-demand live chat, screen sharing, and of course an online help center. So let's now quickly explore H&R Block's 4 different pricing tiers for both their do-it-yourself plans and their assist plans. So here on the H&R Block website, guys, you simply want to click on File Online and you will be able to see the different plans they offer. They have a walkthrough, you can choose what you need and that will help you decide which one is right for you. But essentially they have 4 different tiers of plans. They have the free online plan, the deluxe plan, the premium plan, and the self-employed. Now, as you could see, it will give you a breakdown of what each one covers. I will say that each tier plan offers all the features of the previous lower tier plan and more. So that's what you're getting. Now, in terms of investments, if you are reporting any income from stocks or bonds or even crypto, you will definitely need at least the premium level because this includes investments, as you could see, or cryptocurrency. If you happen to be self-employed like myself, you will need the self-employed option right here. For everyone else, maybe the free or the deluxe might work for you, but always check the different features to ensure what you're getting will cover what you need. And if you're still unsure which is the right plan for you, you can also scroll down. Here you can see the prices, but beneath that, you'll simply click on Compare Filing Options, and H&R Block here does have a very helpful guide here, a chart to help you determine which one you need. As you can see, the free online plan, that's perfect for simple tax returns, but it is limited. It just includes these couple things right here, but if you need other things, you will need a higher plan like the deluxe or even higher. Like I said, if you're dealing with investments like stocks, bonds, and other investment income, crypto, you definitely need at least the premium. So be sure to check out this chart on their website, guys. I do have a link down below with a discount if you're interested in H&R Block. Now, in addition to those do-it-yourself plans I just showed you, H&R Block does also offer assist plans, which include professional tax help. You can simply click on File with the Tax Pro right here, and you can see starting at $80, you can have access to a tax professional either virtually or at one of their local offices to help you along the way. So H&R Block definitely has you covered whether you want to do it yourself or work with one of their tax professionals. So what are some of the pros and cons of H&R Block? Firstly, on the pro side, the ability to have in-person help at over 12,000 walk-in locations is definitely convenient. Secondly, their walkthrough interface is easy to use for beginners. And thirdly, they do have a user-friendly mobile app, or you can simply use their web-based platform. Now, what about the cons of H&R Block? The first con is that they do offer limited tax support on their free plan. And secondly, they are a bit more expensive than some other options on this list. Although not the most expensive, that's our next tax software, TurboTax. That's right, next up on our list is TurboTax, and it's probably the most well-known tax software. Much like H&R Block's, TurboTax is user-friendly, has a simple step-by-step interface, and it offers different pricing tiers that include online support. Now, TurboTax makes filing your taxes a little easier for most users, no matter your tax filing experience. It first helps you by assessing your individual tax situation and then connecting you with the right pricing plan that works best for your needs. They also avoid technical jargon, and they use easy to understand questions to help guide you through each step of the tax filing process. Also similar to H&R Block, TurboTax also features helpful pop-up windows and explanations that can help you find the best tax deductions and tax credits for your situation. TurboTax also provides several conveniences to all plan levels. Users have the option of uploading a PDF of your previous year's tax return on your new return. You can also use the app to take pictures of your W-2 or your 1099 forms for easy importing as well. Also similar to H&R Block, for an additional fee, TurboTax even has tax professionals standing by if you need your return reviewed before it is filed. Now, this fee also gives users access to unlimited tax advice via video or live chat, so that's something to keep in mind. Also similar to H&R Block, TurboTax offers 4 different do-it-yourself pricing plans as well as additional TurboTax Live plans for more access to expert professionals. So let's now hop into the TurboTax website so we can break down their 4 different pricing plans as well as their TurboTax Live plans to see what you get for your money. So here we are now on the TurboTax website, and once you get to the website, you simply want to click on File Your Own Taxes, go to Products and Pricing. Here's where you'll see their different plans. If you scroll a little bit down here, you'll see they have a free edition, a deluxe edition, a premier edition, and a self-employed edition. Keep in mind, guys, both with TurboTax as well as all these tax softwares, the state is an additional fee on top of the federal tax filing, so just keep that in mind. Now, I will say, much like H&R Block, if you have investment income from stocks, crypto, or from bonds, things like that, you will need at least the premier level plan right here. If you're self-employed, you will also, again, need the self-employed plan. For everyone else, the free edition or deluxe might work. Again, free is for very simple tax filing. If you scroll a little further down here, you can see what each plan offers. Obviously, each higher plan tier includes all the lower plan tiers features as well as more. So always be sure that before you choose a plan, you get the right one for your specific needs. In addition to their do-it-yourself plans that we just went over, TurboTax also offers something called TurboTax Live Plan, and this gives you access to much more expert tax help. If you scroll down here on their website, you'll see they do have both a standard TurboTax Live as well as a TurboTax Live full service. Now, the full service is the priciest option of the bunch. As you can see, that includes a tax expert that does your taxes for you completely. So that's the most full service option. The other one here is just their standard TurboTax Live, where you do have access to a lot more expert help. But again, both of these are a lot pricier than their do-it-yourself plans. Now, if you've been filing your taxes for years, one of their do-it-yourself plans is probably more than enough. But if this is your first time filing your taxes, you may want to consider one of their TurboTax Live plans, where they offer a lot more guidance and tax advice along the way. So what are some of the pros and cons of TurboTax? Well, firstly, on the pro side, they have a guided step-by-step process, which makes it easy for beginners to follow. They also have a user-friendly mobile app, or you can simply use their web-based platform. And thirdly, they have a number of plans ranging from free all the way to full service. Now, what about the cons? Well, firstly, TurboTax also offers limited tax support on their free plan. And secondly, TurboTax's plans are the most expensive on this entire list. Now, third on the list is TaxAct. And TaxAct has been growing in popularity over recent years, and it's pretty easy to see why. Not only do they offer more competitive pricing plans, but they also provide free unlimited assistance. Their service includes a 100% accuracy guarantee that's built to cover up to $100,000 in taxes, penalties, and legal costs of any federal or state penalties and interest charges. Now, TaxAct offers similar functionality to the other providers on this list. The software can also import previous returns from other tax software, as well as import your W-2 forms. They also guarantee your maximum tax refund by finding you the best tax deductions and credits for your tax situation. Now, for those who prefer not to prepare their taxes online, TaxAct also has a downloadable version of their software for both Windows and Mac users. So while TaxAct doesn't offer any groundbreaking features, their support does go above and beyond for all their plan levels, because they now offer Expert Assist, where you can get access to unlimited assistance from their CPAs and tax experts completely for free on all return levels. This also includes access to tax advice and a review of your taxes before your file. So even on the free level, you get access to this Expert Assist. So let's now break down TaxAct's 4 different pricing tiers for both their Expert Assist and their Expert Full Service plans. So here we are now on the TaxAct website, and as you can see on the home page here, they have it easy to find their 4 different pricing plans. Again, free, deluxe, premier, and self-employed. Just like the other tax softwares, if you're investing in stocks or crypto and you have investment profits you need to report, you need to use at least the premier level plan. If you're self-employed, of course, again, use a self-employed level plan. For everyone else, the free or deluxe might work, but again, always check the features. Again, just like the others, the state filing is an additional fee, so do keep that in mind. But the first thing you'll notice here compared to H&R Block and TurboTax is definitely that TaxAct's prices are more competitively priced. So that is a nice advantage there. And again, as you could see here with all of them, even on their free plan, the Expert Assist is included, which again gives you access to expert advice from real tax experts. So that's pretty cool. And just like the other software on this list, TaxAct does also offer a product called Expert Full Service, which is a little pricier, but it does give you access to your filing being done completely by CPAs and tax experts. So this is a new feature they have for their basic, deluxe, premier, and self-employed plans. Prices are a little higher, but again, this gives you access to a full service done for you. So what are some of the pros and cons of TaxAct? Well, on the pro side, they do have that 100% accuracy guarantee reimbursement. Secondly, they also have free Expert Assist on all their return levels. And thirdly, they have the ability to import your returns from other tax software from previous years into their tax software. So those are the 3 pros. So what about the cons of TaxAct? Well, it's really just one, and it's simply that they have less tax filing features compared to some of the other higher priced tax software on this list, such as H&R Block and TurboTax. Fourth on the list is TaxSlayer. And TaxSlayer, it could be one of the best value choices for its intuitive platform, its affordable pricing, and also its 100% accuracy guarantee, similar to TaxAct. Now, like the other tax software we looked at, TaxSlayer provides a pretty straightforward interface. You can get started on TaxSlayer by entering your tax information, also importing your W-2, and the software will also search for the best credits and tax deductions for your specific situation. Now, one thing about TaxSlayer is their walkthrough explanations and pop-ups, they're not as detailed as some of the higher priced tax software on this list, but if you need help, you can always ask for support anytime by phone or by email. Now, while TaxSlayer's prices are lower than TaxAct, the availability of tax professionals who can actually review your tax return, that is limited. Their higher priced plans do include Ask a Tax Pro and live chat, but their lower plans, they don't offer the same live on-demand support. Still, every return includes a 100% accuracy guarantee, and they'll reimburse you in the case of any penalties. Plus, guys, TaxSlayer also ensures your maximum refund, or they say they'll refund you the applicable amount paid. Let's now break down TaxSlayer's 4 different pricing tiers on their website. So as you can see here on the homepage, it's pretty easy to find their 4 different products here: Simply Free, Classic, Premium, and Self-Employed. Again, if you have investment income from stocks or crypto, you're gonna need at least the premium level plan. If you're self-employed, you need the self-employed plan. Now, as you can see, of all the software we've covered so far on this list, TaxSlayer has by far the most affordable pricing. As you can see, much less than like TurboTax, H&R Block, even less than TaxAct. But again, one of the downsides with TaxSlayer is you do have less access to those tax experts the higher priced software do offer. Also keep in mind, much like the other software on this list, even with TaxSlayer, the state filing is an additional fee. This is just the prices for federal tax filing. And also, like the other tax software, every tax level includes all the features of the lower level and more. Now, our final software on this list is called Cash App Taxes, and this is definitely the one option on this list that's completely free to use for all tax returns. Formerly known as Credit Karma Tax, Cash App Taxes is actually the newest kid on the block, but don't let its newness fool you. For some tax filers, it might be more than enough. Now, for those in the past who filed their taxes with Credit Karma Tax, Cash App Taxes does have you covered because they still provide you access to all your past tax returns. Now, unlike the other software on this list, Cash App Taxes, like I said, offers free federal and state filings for most simple tax returns. And while they don't support as many tax forms as some of the paid software on this list, they do support a very comprehensive list of some of the most common tax forms, including things like W-2s, Form 1040, several Form 1099s for investment income, independent contractors, and other miscellaneous income. They also support Form 8949 for sales of crypto and other assets. They also support Schedule C for self-employed sole proprietors, and they also support Schedule D for capital gains and losses, and over hundreds of other common forms for filing your taxes. And if you're a Cash App user, you can also have your refund deposited straight into your Cash App account. Similar to other options on this list, Cash App Taxes does have a maximum refund and accuracy guarantee, but unlike others on this list who charge for this add-on, Cash App Taxes includes free audit defense in the event of an IRS audit. However, guys, it's not all good news. Because of their free price point, the customer service and support availability on Cash App Taxes, it does take the biggest hit compared to some of the other paid options on this list. While they do have some help articles on their website, their customer service is limited pretty much to just email support. There's also no access to tax professionals should you need tax advice. Still, as far as pricing goes, you can't beat free. The software may not support all the forms that the paid options on this list do, but for many tax filers, it might be enough. Now, if you'd like to learn more about who Cash App Taxes might not be ideal for, I recommend watching my full in-depth Cash App Taxes review. I'll be sure to link to that video at the end of this one. So here we are now on the Cash App Taxes website, and as you could see, there are no pricing plan breakdowns because everything's free. It's 100% free for both state and federal tax filing. Again, do keep in mind, guys, if you don't already have the Cash App, if you're not a Cash App user, you will have to download the app before you can start using Cash App Taxes. I do have a referral link down below with a sign-up bonus for Cash App, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But again, it looks like a pretty simple interface compared to some of the other software on this list. I definitely think that it has a lot to offer, but it is simplified. So if you're a more advanced tax filer, if you need some very specific tax forms this may not offer, and you want to know if it does, be sure to check out my full Cash App Taxes review. I'm going to dive a lot deeper and include covering all the different tax forms they do and don't include. So what are some of the pros and cons of Cash App Taxes? Well, on the pro side, obviously it's 100% free. Secondly, they do offer that free audit defense support. And thirdly, they do offer importing from other tax software. Now, what about the cons of Cash App Taxes? Well, there's really only three. Firstly, they don't support all the tax forms that the other tax software do. Secondly, they don't have any phone or live chat support. And thirdly, there's no access to tax professionals should you need some advice. Again, if you liked any of the tax software we went over on today's list, I do have referral links down below for all the recommended tax software with discounts. And as I mentioned, if you're still unsure if the free Cash App Taxes software is right for you or it's not right for you, be sure to watch this video right here where I review their product a lot more in depth. In the video, I dive a little deeper to help you determine if Cash App Taxes is more than enough for your needs or if it falls short. While it is the only true free option on the list, the answer might surprise you. So click on over and I'll see you in that video.